Hi, it's Geoffrey Thomas here from Daily Airline News. I'm coming to you today to discuss a new book that I have just released called My Crazy Aviation Journey. It's an ebook, it's 136 pages long, and it's available now for download from Amazon Kindle. And the book charts my journey in aviation through a whole lot of mainly humorous tales. The first chapter deals with the early years, how I got into aviation. And there's a kind of interesting story there. My family took us to New Zealand in 1968, and we were on a bus tour of the South Island of New Zealand. And I fell hopelessly in love with this really lovely lady. Her name was Helen, and spent 2 weeks on the bus touring around the South Island with her and her family. And when I got back to Perth, Australia, I wrote to Air New Zealand, who had flown us from Sydney to Christchurch, and trying to remember this wonderful trip, asked them to send us a photograph of their aircraft. And what arrived in the mail was a magnificent photograph, which I'm putting up on the screen now, of their Douglas DC-8. And the long and the short of the story is I fell in love with the aeroplane and I forgot the girl. And more to the point, I fell in love with the man who designed it, or his company, Donald Douglas. And there's a photograph of him now on the screen with President Roosevelt in 1940. And I won't go into all of that, I'll let you read it. So I'm hooked on aviation. And after leaving school and joining a bank for a couple of years, the lure of aviation was too great. And I went to the northwest of Western Australia. And there's a few stories around that. And I joined an airline called Robinson Miller Airlines, which was part of the Ansett organisation. Then I move on to the lighter side of travel, some humorous tales about travelling. And then another next chapter is what is it with France? My wife and I seem to, well, first of all, we have a love affair with France, but we always seem to be getting ourselves into strife in France. So there's some nice, interesting tales there. Then we've been fortunate enough to have done some amazing trips, and we cover that in chapter 5. And then I've also had some risky assignments, landing on an aircraft carrier, just missing out on an air crash. Really interesting stories. And then, in a tribute to my father, I've called this chapter Famous People Who Have Met Me. My father used to joke all the time that he was going to write this book, Famous People Who Have Met Me. Well, one of my chapters is Famous People Who Have Met Me. More to the point, famous people that I have met, like Sir Richard Branson, Pete Conrad, the third man on the moon, John Travolta. I've been very lucky to have met some incredible people on my coverage of aviation. Then we look at airline travails, some interesting stories about Qantas, the Australia's largest airline and national airline, and also the very sad demise of Ansett and the deep throat I had. And I reveal for the first time exactly what happened with the demise of Ansett. And then also we have a chapter making a difference, some of the things that I have done which actually have made a difference in aviation, for which I'm very proud. And then we conclude with some more humorous tales in a chapter called Inside Cover. So, all told, it's about 136 pages. It's lavishly illustrated with photographs charting my journey. A lot of those photographs are colorized by my dear colleague Benoit Vian in France, and also some great cartoons by a number of different prominent cartoonists. So, I'd love you to download this book. It's US $9.99. And I think that's UK £7.51. But yeah, I do hope you do download it, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. It's a very, very interesting tale. So, My Crazy Aviation Journey, available on Kindle, and the link to that page is in the description below. So all you have to do is click on that. It'll take you straight to the page. And if you like the look of it, you can go ahead and buy it. Also on this channel below, you'll see a couple of episodes. It's a couple of episodes I've done on my crazy aviation journey. 2 or 3 of the stories I've actually retold on on this channel. So if you want a little bit more information about the book and some of the things in it, have a look at those videos. They're only very short. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, please subscribe to us, please like us, please keep those wonderful comments coming, and keep those great questions coming. And we do sincerely appreciate your support. Thank you.